Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It has been 11 months since we last played, and I am very ready to get started again. Pushed this off for too long. It was my fault. I apologize. But we are here now, and we are ready to go. As usual, let's start with a recap
Oh,
of last season. What happened last season in Aok Island? Where did we start, and where did we end?
season- Last season was the story of exploring the city of Karshtop, from making entry to its eventual fall. The preponderance of the story was engaged in politically navigating Anastas's tumultuous relationship with the archbishops and the clergy leadership, as well as exploring the underground, the Hadran origin and roots of Karshtop, because Karshtop is a conquered city. It's formerly the holy seat of the Lokai Empire. Um, so not only did we have to engage politically and combatively with some of the members of the Nijit leadership, we also had to go around and activate all of these shrines to Aokan gods, fulfilling very specific puzzles and requirements to get the blessings of each of these Aoka in order to kind of activate them, uh, which I would consider the general overview of the city of the season. Um, how much more in detail do you want to get on this?
Well, let's go more in detail into like what happened at the end. So as you acquired uh, these blessings, the Aokan blessings from the various different shrines, that opened something up. What did it open up?
Well, it opened up the path into the Emperor's old chambers, where the old uh, uh,
Pyromancers.
yes, the old pyromancers still kept watch over a very ancient crown, and this crown was important because for its people, whoever wore the crown essentially had all the memories and life experiences from every other emperor who ever wore it throughout their entire civilization.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so just a little bit of clarification. That door was not opened
Right.
because of the shrines. You did
oh,
get
that's
through
right.
that door. I don't think that the crown was there. I think the crown was somewhere else. Um,
The
the
sun
what was that?
opened up a portal to the fundament of reality.
Yes,
Where we
that
found
is.
Oh yeah,
time
the
of
very
light.
end.
Yeah.
Yes,
That is what the crimes opened up.
Yes.
yes,
The
the
crown.
giant
The important thing about the
portal.
crown was that the Hadra, the Andaran emperor, um, was called the emperor for all time because it was believed that there was like a reincarnation cycle that was happening. Um, at least to the four of you, there is now doubt as to whether it was reincarnation or if it was the, possessing qualities of this crown that was actually doing the heavy lifting there.
Guess we'll
Which,
never know.
at the end of the season, all of these political engagements and combats and shrines ended with two things: a huge rift in the Najit leadership, which resulted in the death of the pontiff,
Yeah.
the death of most archbishops, with the exclusion of, well, now Marana and the Theodrana, the archbishop of Diocese Knowledge.
Whoa,
Um,
spoilers. We haven't
well,
gotten
spoilers.
there yet.
Oh, whoops. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. There's going
We'll
to be
edit that
some
out.
chicanery happening. Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Edit that out. We the death of the oh no, that homeboy is still alive actually. So the Archbishop, air quotes, um, that plant is still alive from purity, but there is no Archbishop for might. That was never decided. The leadership, besides the old man, are dead.
Yeah, yeah. So it was decided by default because the younger Alexei died in the combat, but
Yeah.
Sir Ivan, I believe, is still alive.
Oh, so he just kind of is. Okay.
So yeah, I
Well,
mean, there's no, it's
actually,
a
a
no
lot of
contest.
the leadership is alive. They're just scrambled, beaten, worn, and torn.
Yeah.
And the clergy is in shambles. The Black Legion has been summoned from wherever they are in the world back to Karshtop. And the hole in the ground, the path to fundament. We went there. We talked to a god who we
Oh,
have previously defeated in battle.
the Black Legion is in Gareth. I don't know if that
In
was
Gareth.
made clear because they're occupying Gareth right now.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to really good to know. Okay. That's actually super good to know. Anyway, we spoke with Rui the Law, who is
No.
the representative entity of
I mean, you
Aoka.
have spoken with Rui the Law. That was in Arcadia. You spoke with Tiviriel the strategist last season.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that was Taviriel?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It was the thing that it did not look the same to anybody.
Correct.
And it was horrifying
Yes.
to a novice. Okay. Got it. Well, anyway, we had to sacrifice one of our own to this was the fundament was falling apart. The chains were failing.
Yeah, so basically, there is an entity, the Nameless, that
Yeah.
it was in Aokan legend. It was said that the Nameless gifted parts of itself to all of the Aoka. That's what granted them their power. Well, we come to find out that that wasn't as much of a gifting situation as much as it was the Aoka chained up this fragment of this outer god and used that to kind of used that chaining, that binding to bind chaos into the creation of Aok Island. In a very real sense, Aok Island is a land that is created from the binding of an outer god.
10-4.
And
Roger
the chain
that.
is breaking down, which is
Chain
not
is
good.
not holding up. Which I think Lucci, what did our best thief have to do about this?
Had to touch it. So Alexander feels many emotions, feeling compelled to, but at the same time, knowing that this is the best chance to keep it together, decides to hold the chains himself. Now, currently, still holding them as his allies go about their next part of their quest.
A process which Alexander has come to find out comes with excruciating pain.
Oh, insane and eternal.
Eternal,
good.
excruciating pain.
Read the fine print before you do things like that, I guess.
So Tiviriel then said that, I mean, this is a temporary, not a permanent solution. I think that Dorian put 2 and 2 together on this, and if you had not, apologies for spoiling the mystery here, but Dorian recalls that Rui the Law had spoken about a fundamental problem, that there was like an error in the coding of the universe, this is that error. The error is what is causing the chains to break down. It was some way in the way that they were forged. Something the Aoka did is not sustainable. But we don't really know what that thing is, what that original sin that caused all of this was. So finding the answer to that question would certainly satiate Don's new spirit's hunger.
Hungry for that terrible knowledge.
So that is so you left the prison of the unknowable, with knowledge that there was going to be something was going to need to be done to fix that chain. And what did we determine the thing that was best to be done about that is? What's the plan? Does anyone remember?
I don't remember making
we
a
need to
plan.
go. I know where our next spot is.
Okay. So the rough plan that you laid out at the end of last season was that you all know that Venici has the ability to sort of like speak truth into existence. And the working theory right now is that if that ability can be taken from Venici, then you will be able to rewrite these chains and do that fix. But obviously, that is going to be a difficult proposition. Venici is not inclined to help you at all, and is what amounts to the goddess of war, the most dangerous thing on the planet. That said, there is rumors of a weapon that can do the job. A god-slaying weapon that Wilhelt has been searching for this entire time, since you met Wilhelt at the monastery all the way back in Season 1. Wilhelt, recall, is the Prince of Garth, the rightful ruler there. Been sort of deposed by the Najit, who are occupying Garth right now. But Wilhelt has departed, has gone to Yindarin, has apparently amassed quite an army of rebel humans, and has been occupying much of the Hadran army's time. It's part of the reason that you have not seen so much of the Hadran army for the past few seasons, is because they've been dealing with Wilhelt. Wilhelt was searching for this weapon because in Wilhelt's mind, finding the weapon will allow him to kill Banat. Banat is the Aoka of corruption, and presumably that will end the curse on humanity. That's Wilhelt's plan, at least as far as you know. That god-slaying weapon, however, could also be used to take out Venici, and that could solve this problem too, as long as you're able to harvest some of that soul before it departs. Did I miss anything? Does anyone remember that conversation happening?
Vaguely, now that you've said
Vaguely,
it,
yeah.
but
Vaguely,
not
okay.
not in any specific detail.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll work out if you have problems with it in game, because you guys can do whatever you
No,
want.
sounds like a
at this
great
point.
plan.
So at this point, with a rough outline of a plan, you left the prison of the unknowable to return to Karshtop, and there you found what?
A army at the gates
There is an
with
army
Venici at the helm.
of Hadra at the gates, with Venici at the helm. And that is where we're going to begin today's session, right at that very spot. Okay. Let's go ahead and wait. Karshtop here. The first light
Okay.
of a chill autumn morning settles onto the heaped, quivering piles of bodies filling Karshtop's temple palace square. These bodies are burned, dismembered. They are rotting bones coated in steel and silver and gold. Some are blackened, others are polished. Some claw desperately, hopelessly grasping towards their disparate parts. Others only shiver as the autumn breeze rattles their bones. They have lost all the will to do anything but. Many others drag their broken bodies, enraptured, towards the vile, stomach-churning pit, that black thing that descends endlessly into wrongness, the unholy hole, the gate to uncertain hell. The thing that writhes its way out is a wavering, penumbral figure. And were it not for the first rays of dawn eclipsed over the horizon, it would be indistinguishable from the darkness. Carlucci, can you describe what this thing looks like?
Okay, yeah, I can. It's essentially, it looks like a tall humanoid figure, but with longer arms, longer legs, but almost looks like it's wearing a robe of shadow. If you can catch a glimpse of it, you also would be able to see for its head, it appears to be the head of a stag, large antlers rising from it, but it is a skull. Much like the inhabitants of the world around it, it looks like a skull. Skull of a stag. You can't see eyes. It just looks hollow, almost as if it just something and put it on top of where its head should be. It's hard to really catch a good glimpse of it. Almost as if it is made up of shadows itself.
Carlucci, where does
Don't
this
like that.
creature go after having crawled out of the pit?
It seems to start. It starts to follow in the wake of the three other heroes, clinging to whatever shadows it can find.
Is it being
Literally
disputed
crawling.
about it, or like, do we see this thing?
You all do not see this thing.
Okay, got it.
Sorry, yeah, if you were to look at it, excuse me.
I don't like
Essentially,
this
yes,
at all.
crawling almost on all fours up.
You
but
didn't have
but-
to use the word crawling.
And it can like, I'm
slinking
imagining it's kind of like binding to our shadows, though. It's like kind of, it's not
wherever it
easy
can
to
to
see.
shadows
I don't like that.
along the walls, along the where anyone has walked, finding
Is it
its
like
way
invisible
out.
when it like slinks into a shadow, or is it like
Yeah.
Yes,
okay, got it.
and it continues to follow them out of the depths.
All right.
The
What do we see? Sorry.
So the rest of you have just seen the Hadran army, and so are walking towards the battlements. You see that there are battalions upon battalions, thousands of Hadra that are marching across the plain towards Karshtop right now. Huge Karovid are beating war drums that echo throughout the valley. You've got Indaran pyromancers and pikemen and even a few of Yorin units you can see up here, though they are few and far between. And flying through the clouds above them is a creature that looks like a winged leopard. And astride it is the burning visage of Venice, just wreathed in flame, leading the army forward. Immediately, you see that Sir Ivan is mobilizing as many of the Najit as he possibly can. He's calling people. They're getting people up. They've got black sap incense burners. They're trying to cobble together any of the forces that they can from these body piles that are littering the streets right now. And mobilizing everybody to get down into the lower city for the defense of the outer wall. Even from here, you can see that there are fireballs that Indaran pyromancers are summoning to hurl at the walls. Several of those. Do you remember the ballista that are on the walls of Karshtop? They're made out of Najit. They're sort of sentient ballistas. They're returning fire against the Hadra as the battle is just getting underway. Although it is clear to all of you that Karshtop is not in a position right now to defend against an army.
It cannot survive a siege. They are going to break through the gates. They are going to enter the city. They are going to take the city.
Do we see any signs of Wilhelt's army at all?
Not from here, you do not.
Do we know where they would have been fighting when they were fighting?
You've heard that Wilhelt's army is up in Yndaren, but you've been inside the city for a month now. And you haven't really gotten word from the outside. And when Anastas asked such pointed questions to Diocese Might, it was clear that the war effort has been put on a back burner. People weren't really focused on it, and they didn't have answers to those questions. You just do not know. What you know is that there is an army here right now, and the Najit are not going to survive it.
Okay. Anastas and Talon has a plan. It's just multifaceted, and I don't know how to express this in gameplay.
Okay. Well,
I just want everyone to know.
try. Let's.
Okay.
What's your What's the plan?
Do you want to hear my plan?
Yeah.
Here's my proposed plan. We need to leave the city. Everyone needs to leave the city. We need to give up the city of Karshtop. Theodrana needs to use whatever resources she has to collect all of the important knowledge skulls and leave the city and go to Gareth. Someone else needs to get word to the Black Legion and have them to halt advance on Karshtop and return to Gareth. I need Ratcatcher Nadim to use his network to summon every alive Pravoslav and send them to Gareth.
So we're just going to move the Najit to Gareth.
There's not much of us here, right? I'm imagining there's a few hundred of conscious working Najit.
Conscious working Najit, yeah, probably a few hundred. Feral Najit, probably thousands.
And I'm almost willing to let the gates open and just let them go out and let the Hadra feel like they get an easy victory.
Sure.
And let them spend their time tearing down and reconverting Karshtop.
Got it.
I think, and so is Talon's plan. Talon's plan, that's what it looks like. What does everyone else think about Talon's plan? And we leave. We go north.
It's funny because that's more or less exactly what I was going to suggest, and I thought you'd be resistant to it. So
I think
That's why I was-
Anastas is a little uncomfortable with it, but I think there's no way Anastas is so prideful and so foolhardy that he thinks that we can stay here.
Well,
And she who could not be named is going to be leading matron of the Niji.
Natalia, the first pilgrim.
Sure. Yeah, that actually makes way more sense. Never mind.
Yeah, because recall that also just happened. We didn't talk about that in our recap, but yeah, the first pilgrim
Oh,
has
no, we didn't.
returned to Karshtop.
Yeah.
And in fact, as you are watching this scene unfold, you hear her tiny voice from beside you saying,
Take a knee.
"It appears that we have much to do."
And very little time to execute.
While this conversation is happening, that black thing, that strange spirit, slinks off into the darkness.
I
And
have actually a very pointed question about this
Okay.
that just suddenly popped into my brain. I have 7 additional eyes,
yes.
and I still can't see this thing with 7 additional eyes.
I was thinking that it was it was using its stealth. And
Okay.
the eyes are a new phenomenon for
That's true.
Stone. So
Fair
Stone,
enough.
after having gone down into this pit, into this prison of the unknowable, you are starting to see things in a different perspective. The visions that you have received up to this point seem to be falling into place, and yet more and more questions are arising from them. Everywhere you look, you feel like you are seeing things in a new light of understanding and also confusion. Visions pass before your eyes. You're not sure if these are visions of the present or the future or the past, but it is incredibly difficult to maintain concentration on the physical world around you. You realize that you are getting sensory input from 7 additional places than you are used to, and the feeling is overwhelming. The hang on. I'm going to let you think about this one because I'm going to move on to another character, but
Okie-dokie.
what there's a flood of information coming into Stone right now. I want you to come up with one question that you can ask, and I will answer it as truthfully as I can. But it might not make sense. Is that cool?
That is perfectly acceptable.
Okay. Meanwhile, this black thing slithers its way towards the Diocese of Order, into the halls and around the corridors. It walks and slinks and crawls into a chamber where there is a hearth that is burning in the back. This hearth is being tended to by an Ajit, and there are several other figures that are sitting in this room. Constantine, Lyra, Talia, who is right now tending to some of the other Najit, assisting Constantine in trying to heal them and put them back together as best as she can. Lyra is weeping. If we recall, the last thing that she learned was Alexander's fate. You did tell her what happened, and
And she's
she is beset with sadness.
is she blind?
She's blind, yes.
Okay.
But
Oof.
through her blindness, she looks up at the darkness. Is there somebody there?
You can.
Hello? Carlucci, you're coming in too quietly. It's not picking you up.
Stage whisper.
We'll help you.
Who are you?
And
A little bit more, Lucci. A little bit more.
Yeah,
A little bit
a
more.
little bit more, baby. A little more juice.
trying.
Nope.
You
More
can.
juice. Just talk normally, you nerd.
Hello, it's me, the ghost.
That would be low key even more terrifying.
Well, hi there, ho there.
So
It
Carlucci, one
essentially
thing...
in whispered such voices. It tells her to, and I'll work on this. It tells her to seek out the other three. They can help. They know much.
So one thing that you can do, Carlucci, is turn on push to talk. Then it just records whatever you are saying, regardless of how loud or quiet you are.
Figured that out, but we'll go with it for a
Lyra
minute.
sort of like looks around and nods, although she doesn't exactly know why. Carlucci, are you going to use your ability? No, Lucci, I can't hear you.
Because he turned on push to talk.
We'll deal with push to talk later. Yes, I will use said ability.
Said ability. And the black spirit disappears. Inside Lyra's eyes, you can see a shadow coalescing.
I hate it even more than I did before. And I hated it a lot before.
Carlucci, do you have access to Lyra's character sheet?
I do. And at that point, Lyra rises and starts to head out the door.
Feeling her way as she goes.
Feeling her way around, yes. Yes.
Is yet blind.
Still
Okay.
blind.
Just
Still blind.
Still blind. Still blind. So, the way that is going to work, if there's a sight-based check, you automatically fail. If there is a check that reasonably you want to be using sight for, but you don't necessarily have to, I'm thinking things like making an attack roll or defending against an attack, you will be taking disfavor on those things. You will also see that Lyra's character sheet has 30 available experience right now. When you have an appropriate rest, you can use those to upgrade and modify Lyra as you wish.
Like with blind fighting.
blind fighting would be dope.
Probably the thing I will literally go for, yes.
Sixth Sense is another
Oh,
option.
yes. Yes, Sixth Sense is also very good.
All right. Okay.
Sorry
so
about the voice thing.
no, you're totally good. You're totally good.
Trying it. The mic basically inside my fucking mouth at that point.
That's hot.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing?
Anastas is with the first pilgrim, explaining where he's at.
The first pilgrim patiently listens to what you have to say. And then, when you are finished, says, "It is a very good plan thou hast devised, Anastas. And perhaps it could even work. And yet, it is so important that you, the three of you, get out of this city, that I will do whatever it takes to make sure that will happen. We can survive a few hours here. It is not as though they can starve us out. Let them surround the city, and let us see if they get through the gates. We would be leaving through the tunnels anyways. We can do that now, or we can do that later. But I would prefer to divert their attention, at least a little while."
Your word is final. I know no greater light to guide the fate of Karshtop. And I know well the sacrifice you are proposing. I will go. And I leave everything to you. And I will pick up Fuel and store it like in my rib cage. And I'll pick up Pyridicida and hook it to my back. And I look for Dorian.
She says before you go, "Anything that you need, we will provide it. And if I do not see you again, please finish what Ishou started."
As it is your own will, I will complete this.
Where do we find Dorian?
Dorian would probably be standing, just staring out at the army, his mind racing with all these different, battle strategies and tactics for how to get as many people out of this city as possible, remembering all of the, you know, the lifeless Najit, I can't remember what you call them.
Farrell?
Thinking how those, yes, the feral Najit, how they could possibly be a sort of offensive rear guard, and this is kind of what's all going through his head. And while he's just kind of staring out at this army in bewilderment, knowing that this city is doomed.
As you ponder the different strategies, you are filled with this deep, long emptiness. This hollowness that you've felt ever since that crown was ripped from your head, and ever since the Yelesnia, the Blackfire sorceress who was training you, was killed just a few hours ago. It feels like you've lost a piece of yourself. And the what is left in its wake, you expected anguish, you expected sadness, but the only emotion that is coming to you is a frothing, boiling rage. Anastas, this is where you find Dorian.
I'm certain you can hear me coming.
Yeah. Very loud.
Dorian's fist is just clenched, that like roiling smoke peeling off of it as like bits of charred skin is beginning to go up his forearm as he's just seething and staring out at that army.
Orion,
What?
steel yourself. There's an army at the gates.
Right.
What is on your mind?
And we need to get as many people out of the city as we possibly can. We need to escape. I advise that we throw open the gates as you had suggested in Ostos. What did she say?
The orthodoxy is in her very capable hands. It is imperative, and it is her will, that our cadre leave the city forthwith and tonight.
What the hell are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's find
Do we
Stone.
know? Do we know of any passages out of this city?
We certainly can find them. We have a map. At this point, you are quite the explorer of the catacombs. Just locate Stone, Constantine, and
Go and fetch
maybe
them on Ostos. I will pore over the maps and see what I can find for an escape route.
then let us go to Stone.
At this point, Dominican speaks. And what are you going to do with me? Recall that Dominican is tied to your belt.
Yeah, just a skull.
Just a skull.
And you will stay with me, Dominican. Well, where would you like to be, disgraced one? Would you like...
I suppose if the city is going to fall, being with you is better than destruction. But it is certainly not my first choice.
Well, I can certainly make use of your knowledge and ways.
Ah, so be it. But if you're going to leave this city, you might as well take some soldiers with you or something. You have an entire army to get through. We're just going to do it by ourselves?
Wise. We can also meet with Sir Ivan, see who remains left of Diocese Order, and perhaps Nadim can send some of his men with us. He has resources that I'm sure all but him are privy to. No one but him are privy to.
That is certainly the case. Well, while you're having this conversation, you hear like the creaking of bones as something approaches you, something big and something heavy. And when you look up, you see that walking wagon, that Najit cart that you've been carrying around all last season. It is ready to go with you if you want it.
Yeah, it's like the big bone cart dog, right?
It's a big bone cart dog, exactly.
We take who they can spare.
Right. So we're gonna go speak to
We need to get someone, and we need to
whomever
take
you
it.
can to try and get some forces here. Okay. Um, Stone, have you thought up a question?
Yes. It might be a doozy, but okay.
I am
Let me
prepared
set
for
this
a
up a little
doozy.
bit real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So we learned that the reason the Najit exist as they are, right, is because of something that Ishou was trying to do that kind of got us into a lot of the mess that we're in right now,
That's a
right?
way of putting it, yeah.
Okay. And maybe we already know this and I just forgot, I would like to see what Ishou's ultimate goal was.
Ooh,
Ho ho.
Okay.
I told you it was a doozy.
It is a doozy. And it's gonna take me a second
That's
here to
okay.
gather my
I
thoughts.
figured as such. I also accept my lore by dump
I have
and
one
text
dump truck.
file if you need to think about it more than just this.
It is very difficult to see anything related to Ishou. This much you know from the previous searching into the future that you've done. The future is always uncertain, but you think now to search into the past, to search for Ishou, to see if you can find something, any glimpse of something, see inside of their mind. And the thing that you see is a world filled with humans, filled with happy, healthy humans that are learning and growing and building something. They are all moving towards a common purpose, a spire that rises into the sky. And the spire is yet only half built, but you can see that everyone in some way is contributing to it. It is with deep concern that you realize that in this vision, there is not a single Hadra anywhere. Lyra, this is where you find Stone. Stone, you hear some stumbling that brings you back into the real
No,
world.
I don't. I've got 7 other screens to watch.
You hear it. You can still hear it. Whether or
Fine,
not you
fair enough.
think that it registers as something you should pay attention to is up to you.
I have another very important question to quickly ask about the experience that I just had.
Absolutely.
would you have said that was to painfully witness truth?
Yes. I will say that
Yes.
that is a painful truth that was
I will
witnessed.
remove one permanent corruption.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Lore and gaming.
Son of a bitch.
You just gotta bait him with the lore, guys.
Not all of them can just do that. But you might be able to get away with it.
I genuinely really wanted to know the answer to that question.
I
would have accepted a no.
know that you did, and I also know that whenever you figured out that answer, it was going to be a tough one. So,
Yeah.
it was a good question to ask.
So Lyra's somewhere around me.
Lyra is somewhere around you. Lyra, you
Yeah.
find where are the additional eyes that have opened up on Stone?
Well, I got 4 arms.
Uh-huh.
So we'll scatter. We'll put 3. No, we'll put 2 on each of the 2 on each arm, and then, well, no, just 2 on each arm, and then my curse arm won't have any eyes.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, they're just kind of like around on the arms.
Lyra, you can't see anything, and the creature that you found can see everything. And what Lyra does not see is that one of the eyes on Stone's body blinks open and then closes and then disappears back into his flesh.
Damn it, you're doing it to me now too. God, get your weird shit away from me, man. God, you weird Slender Man looking motherfucker. Get the fuck away from me.
Wendigo, thank you very much. Lyra kind of stumbles in, feeling her way around. You can hear her kind of shuffling. It's slow, it's a bit clumsy, but she's trying to bend her way through, clinging to walls and doorways as best as she can.
Okay.
Well,
Does she say anything?
but she's. I don't think she does. She bump into him, I guess. Does she sense? Or is she still stumbling around?
You can hear Stone's murmuring and mumbling.
Okay. Would recognize. Okay, and immediately she recognizes, even through the murmuring, as his voice.
Yes.
And
There's nothing else that is that big that sounds quite like that in this city.
Truly. And so Lyra kind of stops where she can, kind of in the doorway. Again, kind of holding on to the wall as best she can, and kind of softly calls out, "Stone."
Stone does not answer you.
Stone's breathing gets heavier.
Are you all right?
I don't know if any of us will be all right anymore.
She kind of stumbles over to try and get closer to him. Slowly, kind of makes her way, finds it, and kind of reaches out and finds. Is he sitting? Is he seated? Kind of
Oh
meditative.
no, he's standing. He's basically just standing facing a wall.
Oh, Blair Witch Project. Okay. Great. Well, she finds, I guess, his back as best as she can. He's very tall, and just kind of like,
She goes in for a butt pat.
good butt pat, get it in there, sport. But she tries to find the small of his back and just kind of puts her hand on him.
Sure.
Tries to steady herself.
When you touch Stone, he kind of like he doesn't exactly go rigid, but like you can tell that he sort of like there's a shift, and he sort of like settles. It seems like becomes a little bit less rigid even, and kind of seems to settle back into reality a bit. And he turns to look at Lyra and he says, "What can I do for you, child?"
I want to help him.
You want to help who?
Alexander's sacrificing himself. I don't understand it really, but I can't let him suffer like that.
One of the eyes kind of twitches. He made his choice willingly. He has done us a great service.
But we can stop this, right? We can
I do not
help.
know if we can stop this, child. I do not know if we would even want to. All I know right now is that I know very, very little.
Then let's try to learn a bit more.
Indeed.
I
You
will
wish to
need some
help Alexander, then you will need to come with us. I can think of no greater mission for you.
I figured that. You all seem pretty capable. He trusted you, I suppose. Trust. It's a hard word for people like us.
It was not for him.
Do what I can. I will be. This may take a minute. I can't really see very well, but
Yes, that will need to be rectified in some way.
Stone,
I'll
you are
work on
struck
it.
with the feeling that you also cannot see very well right now, but the problem is
Oh, believe me, the
completely
blind leading the
different.
blind has crossed my mind already.
I do like the lack of sight and the way too much sight combo that we have with them right now. I'll do what I can to be useful. I can't just sit there.
No, not if you wish to help him.
I really do.
Then you will find a way to make yourself useful.
Stone, you've got a lot of new eyes. Things look
I
really
do.
weird right now. There's a lot happening. You are for sure that there's something weird going on with Lyra. You don't know what it is, but you get the sense that there is something else there.
Oh yeah. So the detail that I forgot to mention, which I did want to mention, and the reason that I mentioned the eye twitching, one of them, was I wanted like his eyes would be looking at her, but all of the other eyes were just constantly scanning her with the intention of trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with her.
If
That's cool.
Lyra could see right now, she would feel very violated.
Terrified of this this creature.
Dorian and Anastas, you have come to Diocese Might, which is basically on fire right now. There are people running all over the place. They are trying to get things situated and sorted. And Sir Ivan is in doing a great job with the situation that he has right now. He when he sees you, he is like ordering some other house might knights to like get every able-bodied Najit that they can back down to the wall. You have not spoken with him since you came out of the pit, and so he is surprised to see you. He's sort of taken aback, but with everything else going on, he didn't really have time to think about it. Anastas, what can I do for you?
Ron, you know as well as anyone the situation we face.
I should
and the
say
truth
so.
of it. The pilgrim has directed me to leave the city in her hands.
You're gonna abandon us at our moment of greatest need.
Who am I to deny the pilgrim her will?
He goes off like in a string of okay, he begins a string of expletives and then stops himself. I'm sorry. I am not accustomed to her holiness being around. Of course we will whatever she demands.
I am not one to have an opinion on what else I should do. However, it is her intention, it is her will, her command, that me and my compatriots leave the city immediately to solve the problem of Venisi. It is her intention to hold the gates until we can leave. I have educated her on my strategy for how to best move forward. It will take sacrifice here in Karshtop. But we need word to the Black Legion to make way back to Gareth. And I need Nadim. And he says Nadim rather loudly, assuming that this person, someone attached to this person, is listening.
Mm-hmm.
And get him directed and see where his plans lie. The intention is to relocate the Orthodoxy to Gareth with everyone we have. But someone must remain. Ivan, can you hold the gates?
I can do that. All right, what do you need?
I need a small handful of strong soldiers and time.
I have just the unit in mind. So Ivan kind of searches around a little bit, and he calls over to a young Najit blacksmith, who's right now like, because there was so much damage that happened in the battle, like furiously trying to pound out like armor and things and get people repaired. He comes over. He's got he's mostly skeletal in the house might way, but like he's got like his hands are replaced with like a tongs and a hammer.
Yeah.
And he like Ivan exchanges some words with him and then says, Anastas, this be Beres. I think that you'll have need of him, especially if the rest of us are going down with the ship. You'll need somebody that can repair that armor of yours, and whoever else goes with you. The young Najit blacksmith just like does the like little inversion for you and says brings the hammer up like in salute and says, "Yeah, whatever I can do, I'll be sure to do it for you. I mean, do you need? Well, let me go get my things." And he like rushes over and he like grabs like tools and like spare bits and things and gets packing. And you're provided with a group of how many soldiers from Diocese Might? That is 11. So we have 11 Najit soldiers. These are young Najit. They've not been around for a huge amount of time, but that seems to be a lot of the people that still, or the Najit that still have their wits about them. They look strong and capable, but inexperienced. Because that's kind of what is available here right now. And
I
they're
have
just going to
one more.
use.
I have one more request for you, Ivan. Ivan.
Well, spit it out,
Kirk.
lad.
Have you seen a soldier by the name of Kirk?
Now you're gonna have to remind me, the DM, who Kirk is.
Kirk is our boy that helped us
Oh
out
yeah. At
getting
the
into the city. He
the
helped us with
entrance.
the corrupt bishop. He was manning the gate on the side of the path to of rebirth.
And does he have like a thorn armor situation going on?
Yeah,
Yes,
he does.
I do recall Kirk. As far as I know, he's still guarding that pass. And that's, I think, where you're headed now.
I would like you to task Kirk, give him a holy seal, and task him with sending the Black Legion back to Gareth. He is an honorable soldier and a capable one.
I think you can give him that message yourself. And last I heard, he wasn't taking orders from anyone but you.
We could leave. There's a way out over there, right?
There is. That is the way out that you know of.
That's the way out we're gonna take. That's what I need. I need all defenses keeping the army as far away from that side of the city if they can manage.
I'll do my best.
Now we have to go to Stone. We gotta find that motherfucker. Where is this big bitch?
Where is
Moping in
this
a
big
corner.
bitch?
So, seeing as Dorian was kind of there, but didn't really add in too much there, I'd just like to say that Dorian, while this conversation was kind of going on between them and Anastas was giving out orders and what he needed and everything, Dorian was staring around at the flames that were kind of spreading throughout this place as more and more ruin came. And as we begin to walk away, Dorian turns to Anastas and says, "Is there anything within these city walls that Venice cannot get her hands on? Are there any artifacts of utmost importance that would be of great aid to her that we could set to cleansing before she got her hands on it? Or is she simply here for the land itself?"
Theodrana should be instructed to remove all of our most precious lore skulls from the city as quickly as possible, and the rest should be burned.
Cannot, should be burned.
And the rest should be destroyed.
That's it.
Okay. Where do we find Stone and Lyra?
Probably like mutually bumbling down a relatively short hallway.
Kind of, I imagine Lyra trying to like hang on to his hand a little bit, but also realizing that they're both a little, clumsy, I guess is the word for it at the moment. So still
Stone
trying
sees
to
a
find
lot of walls at various
yeah.
angles.
Lyra trying to hang onto the walls as well.
Very good. You all meet up in the square just outside. Constantine is packing a cart with provisions that he can get access to, and spare weapons and things. The the small group of soldiers has gathered around, and everyone is preparing to go out. Is there anything else that we missed here?
Anastas, before we leave, would like to pack as much sap as is reasonable into their sensor.
Roll 1d6.
1d6. Oh, whoops. 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 Oh, come on.
You want me to roll it?
No, I want this to work. Give me 1 second. One refresh.
Okay.
Give me one chance, coach. There we go. 2.
It's private. I can't even see what you rolled.
Oh, I rolled a 6. Rolled a 2.
Okay, you have 2 doses of black sap, and Constantine has acquired a third for you. So 3 total.
Are these the smalls or the larges?
The smalls.
Okay.
I forgot that we had smalls and larges.
We
What are the-
did.
What do the larges do?
E6, and then or was it 2d4? There's the one that I have is 1d4, and then there was an upper level to that, but I've used those, so I don't have them in my inventory anymore.
Got it. Yeah, let's use the 1d4s for right now. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to do in Karshtop before we head back for the path?
See what
Well,
the fuck
talk to Theodrana about what Dorian and Anastas were just discussing, if that's possible.
Theodrana fucking hates you.
Theodron hates you super bad. I think so. Anastas has told what you could do is you could run and talk to the pilgrim about it and say that
Sure.
Okay.
and I can manage getting our 2 blind friends and fucking the rest of this cart up.
Did you want to play out the scene, or do you just want to say that
You can just
Dorian
have
does
given
that?
the information to her. That's fine. Unless there's anything else you wanted to discuss with her. That you wanted to
You want to talk
in
to
real
the
time.
first pilgrim?
Can't really think of anything besides making sure that anything that may be importance to the enemy army is destroyed before they get in, or taken out.
Talon, did you already spend the essence for?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
As the Najid are moving around, they're cleaning up bodies and things like that. You see a single ray of golden light peek through the clouds of morning and shine upon the pit, where in golden light you see the claws of Marana as she drags that immense remember she's like a chandelier sort of
Yeah.
form up and out of the pit and collapses, heaving on the ground. Several order attendants come and give aid to her. She does not.
I took off directly in that direction, like as fast as I can. The cobblestone is cracking beneath my feet.
What happened? She rasps as you approach.
That is a tale we have not the time to tell. What you must know is the city will fall. The Nisi is at our gates with a legion of the Hadran army.
And so our greatest fears are realized.
Karshtop is gone. The pilgrim waits in the high cathedral. I must take you there at once.
Pilgrim. She goes to move and then rattles and collapses. She shakes her head and says, I'm in no shape. I must. Somebody brings over some like black sap, and the incense fills the air, and she's better able to hold together her form, but is difficult. You take her up into the main cathedral where where that throne sits. That throne that only a few hours ago you saw Dorian climb atop, and you're filled with the memory of the horrible things that came from it. The first pilgrim is looking at it, not sitting on it, but standing before it. She notices that you've entered and turns and sees Marana there and just bows her little head. Anastas, did I not tell you to leave?
The Radiance, we are making every preparation to leave as quickly as we may to give us the highest chance of survival. As I can execute your will. I introduce before you Marana of House Order. We thought her gone, yet your Radiance saved her. Bathed in a light, she had been returned to us. She was of the only of your orthodoxy to remain true to the ways that we were taught and the honor that we used to operate with. She will make no greater matron and servant to you in my absence. Please care for her and utilize her as you only could.
Marana does her best to do the backbending genuflection. She falls apart a little bit as she tries to do it. And the first pilgrim bids her to stand. Get up, child. You do not. It was not my radiance that saved you. Perhaps it was a different radiance. Anastas, before you leave, heed my words. Trust the radiance that comes from within thyself. She reaches out a hand and she like helps Marana to stand. Marana is overcome. You can see that she is shaking. It is difficult to determine what a Najit's emotions are, but it is clear the mix of them that is overwhelming Marana right now. And the first pilgrim says, now, it is time for us to lead this city to a greater purpose. Go, Anastas, with all haste.
And I give a look to Marana and a nod. And I make my way back to the cart and the party.
The cart and the party. Anything else you want to do before we go?
I suppose just one last little note to add. Dorian would have just entered the throne room to speak to her before Anastas went in there. He would have been kind of standing further back while Anastas spoke, just staring at that shattered crown on the floor. And once he saw Anastas turn to walk away, he would turn and leave as well.
Oh boy.
with haste, you make your way down the city into the catacombs, into that pathway that oh god, what was it called? Um,
The Path
the
River.
yes, and back through it to that chapel that is down in Karshtop Township. You open, rather, the great door opens for you as it is controlled by a series of Najit. And there you find Kirk, who is standing ever vigil. There are 3 Indaran pikemen that are dead on the floor of the chapel, having recently been killed by this guardian. Now, fully confess, I don't remember what Kirk sounds like. Does anyone recall
Well,
what his deal was?
he's a little dark, a little stoic.
Okay, all right, sounds
Captain
good.
Kirk,
Captain Kirk,
William Shatner, 100%.
William
Climbing
Shatner.
the mountain.
Anastas. We
Kirk,
seem to be in a predicament.
we are. One, I am giving you a very important role in its solution.
I will guard the gate.
I have different orders for you, Kirk, should you accept.
What orders? What is more important than defending the city against these filth? He looks up at Stone. No offense.
Stone pays 0 attention to the man in the armor.
At this time, the Black Legion marches on Karshtop. However, these orders were given before we knew an army awaited them. They are marching to their doom. I need someone to run day and night to deliver orders to return to Gareth. If this mission fails, the Black Legion will fall with Karshtop.
I will deliver the message. And where is it that you are going?
I am going to the north. There are legends of a weapon that may be used to slay a god. One I will use to cut the heart of the Aoka herself.
Then I wish you the best of luck. You are going to need it.
Bathe in her light. Make haste, as will I.
You should be
I wish.
careful. There are dozens of them in the ruins of the township outside. You will want to be quiet, or you will have an entire army bearing down on you.
Thank you for your information. I look forward to our reunion in Gareth. Please do not fail us.
I sincerely hope that you can make it back to Gareth in one piece. Goodbye, Anastas.
Goodbye.
All right. And with that, you and your small group head out into Karshtop Township, which is in flames as the Hadran army lays siege to it. Okay, I've got to set up a battle map here, and I need to take a short 5-minute break. So we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, folks, and we are back inside the chapel where we're making final preparations before we head out into Karshtop Township, which apparently is filled with Indara right now.
Stone shouted upon the song of Ishou. For why have you brought that wounded bird with you?
Stone doesn't answer you for a little bit, but one of the eyes slowly turns to look at you, and then without turning to face you, he just says, She asked to come.
It kind of just sits there. She's not really looking at anybody at the moment.
Lyra was your name, correct?
She looks towards Nastas and nods.
Why are you here?
Because I'm trying to help Alexander.
A convenient time to make a decision when you are incapable of caring for yourself. What was your expectation? Are we to carry you so
Talia
you can have...
says, "What was your... You expected that she was going to remain in the city?"
I will learn. With my current Latin life, I won't rest while he's there.
So be it.
Okay.
And it is your responsibility, Stone. You are caring for this one.
Stone actually does turn to look at you this time, and he just says, "As I am able."
You will need your own 2 feet, Lyra, to survive this journey.
As I said, I will cope. I will learn. You won't have to carry me long.
I must respect the courage. Dorian needs all the help Alexander needs all the help he can get. He's made a great sacrifice for us.
Don't understand it. I'm not gonna let him suffer.
It's not a matter of if, just for how long. He must.
Then let's shorten it. For him.
Stone all of a sudden just like sits like kind of like bolt upright for a second, and all of his eyes turn to look at Anastas, and then he doesn't quite look over at our compatriot Lyra, but yeah. And then he just says to you, "I have need to speak with you at some later time about something."
I've come to make some sense of your strange ramblings, Stone. I will make sure to give you that time. But for
Thank
now, we
you.
must surviving till then.
Indeed.
Are you with yourself? Are you? I cannot help but notice your despondence.
Just get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's in the cart?
Stone is not in the car.
Roger, Lyra, Thalia, Constantine, Anastas, Lyra, or sorry, Stone, and Dorian.
You can fit 5 people in the cart.
Can we what?
You can fit 5 total in the cart.
5
Lyra
total.
should probably
Yeah.
be in there. Lyra,
Then
certainly.
Almost
Lyra,
certainly. Dorian and his lame ass probably also.
Probably also.
and then it'll
Also,
be
poring over maps probably not the best thing to do while also limping slowly.
Yeah.
I imagine Dorian's got to figure out which way to go grumpily.
Yeah.
Crumply.
Well, I'm not happy
Crumpy
about
little
it.
guy.
Okay, and then
Should
we'll
Constantine be in the cart? Or
If you weren't here, Patrick, or you were here, we are going to try to get as far as we can without being noticed.
Yeah.
Run as far as you can once we are noticed, and only engage if it is a barrier.
Got it. Okay, and then you've got your group of 11 soldiers. How do you want to do
We got
that?
there are decoy flares.
So they are going to go in a separate group?
No, they're with us.
They're
I
with you.
just imagine they break off to stop the advance.
We need to come up with a code word, maybe something like pop
You ever seen
chaff.
Ender's Game?
What's up?
You ever seen Ender's Game, the movie?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you know how they use the ships
Great
to
movie.
protect the ship?
Yes.
That's kind of what
I completely understand.
In fact, I have
It's a
seen
great.
only that clip from Ender's Game. I do know what you're talking about.
That's kind of my intention for these young ones, and I'm not super happy about it, but
We're doing what needs to be done.
All right. And you head out into Karshtop Township. Let's activate this. All right. Can everyone see where we are here?
I
Yes.
can.
Am I pulling
Hey,
the
Roger.
cart? That's racist.
Well,
You're
the
in
cart
front of
pulls
the cart
itself.
right now. The cart does pull
Well,
itself.
the cart runs on its own.
You can
Just
put
because
this.
I'm a big guy with 4 arms doesn't mean I gotta be the guy pulling the cart, okay?
That's racist. All right.
Speciest even.
Oh, I can move. Okay.
You
I
can
have a
move
very
yourselves.
limited.
Just kind of tell me, because we've got a lot of pieces that have to move here at a time. Just kind of tell me the direction that you want to go in, the approach that you want to take, and then we'll kind of move everybody up, kind of zone by zone here. Which, if there's like a building, that's going to be a zone, and every like this little area right here is a zone. This is a zone up here. We got like just kind of section this off as seems normal for zones.
Patrick,
Mhm.
as a preventative measure, perhaps, I was thinking that I might cast Unnoticeable right away.
If you want to use that as the spell that you can cast, you go right ahead,
mean-
my friend.
It's a pretty good one to not get spotted by stuff.
And it also gives us someone to look ahead
That is also true.
because we don't have Alexander anymore and Lyra's blind.
All of
She'll
these
get
are valid
better.
points.
Just have another idea and plan if need be.
No, I know.
Bro,
Do you
just
need
giving you
a
grief.
check for me to take a look at the map, cartographer's instruments, anything like that, so we
So
know
what-
where the heck we're going?
So, I mean, at this stage in the game, it's, Talon, can you figure out why you're rolling privately and fix that?
Poof. Yeah. Let me make let me just do an expert.
For
An
me, there's
investigation.
above the text box, there's like, I can choose if I'm making a public roll, a private GM roll, a blind GM roll, or a self roll. And I think you've got self roll.
Can you see the roll that I just made?
I cannot.
No.
Okay.
I'll hold on the unseen for now. I can always cast it later.
No, you're perfectly good to cast it right now. And to answer Peach your question, at this stage in the game, you guys have been down that path so many times. You know how to get into Karshtop Township, and you know that you need to head north. It's kind of like you know the direction you need to be moving in. Navigating at this point is not the important step. Getting away from the army is the important step.
Got it.
Did you see the roll I just made now?
I did.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
see that.
Got it.
And it's a failure, so you missed.
Well, yeah, I did miss. My accurate check was a miss. Yes.
I only got 2 temp corruption from that spell,
All right.
and now I am unseen.
Okay.
So we've got Storm leading the way.
Stone is leading the
Hand
way.
signal
Is
across.
invisible right now.
I choose to be unseen by enemies until I make an attack or take damage, or
Got
until
it.
the scene ends,
Got
I
it.
would assume.
Is there like a good modifier that I can throw on here that would indicate that? Opposite of marked. Unnoticeable. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so with that in mind, kind of, you guys have the initiative right now. I'm assuming that we're kind of doing this all as a stealth, right?
Yeah.
Do we
As
want to make
stealthy
a
as a
group
part.
discreet check?
I mean, sure.
Sure.
And we're gonna have everybody that is in the cart has disadvantage on this. Just favor.
That's
over there.
disfavor.
Because
Are you
I
gonna
am
disagree with this, Favor?
unseen.
Favor.
I
Favor.
succeed.
Yeah, you did with a margin of 0. You
I
are knight.
succeeded. You fucking people.
Come on, Stone, save us.
I failed by
Oh,
5.
my sweet, gentle.
Dude, I only have a
ears.
5. I'm not a stealthy man. I'm literally invisible right now.
Okay.
I do want to ask: are you just factoring in the cart's natural cumbersomeness as to why they need to make a discreet check?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And the fact that there are like several other people with you
Yeah.
guys
Right.
that are loud.
Yep.
What is that horrible godless icon that is Carlucci now?
What do you mean?
Icon.
This one? The lady with
I
guns.
do not like it. Hellish.
Well, we're not
Right.
being sneaky.
Well,
What does
so
what?
you
Stealth?
guys immediately notice that you are pretty loud. There's a large group of you, and you're not sure if stealth is going to be an option. With that said, what direction do you want to move in, and do you want to make any changes to the game plan?
Well, we did tell Yvonne to try and keep the forces away. Is there any grandiose use of ballistas, fireballs, sound, or anything coming from the main gates?
You hear the cacophony of battle happening at the main gates, and that's sort of to your, well, to the north, really, from where you are. You kind of came out on the south end here, the southwest end, southeast end, and the main fighting is happening on the north end. So you're probably actually going to want to cut out east before you head north, so that you can skirt the army here, which would be to the right side of this battle map.
The right side of the battle map, that's where we want to head.
Yeah.
And
Do we
Where
see
I
any of the Endara right now?
Does anyone
Do we see any of the opposition right now?
Does anyone
Stone
see?
go on a quick scouting mission?
Is that them up here?
You want to make a vigilant check for me?
Sure.
Okay.
Any modifiers?
Yes. Yeah. What is there? +5.
So I add 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Critical.
With a critical success. Yeah, you see that there are 2 Indara with those long pike shots, and they are crouched behind a wall. They are prepared to take shots at you right now.
Oh, we gotta go. All I wonder, Stone, do you think you could cause like a poltergeist ruckus somewhere real quick?
Sure. If they hit me, I become visible, though, just so we all know.
Well, keep your head down.
Oh, yes. That'll be very easy.
Take it that was my
Gotta make
action
use
for
of
the
your
turn, right?
invisibility. And we have to go.
That
So
was
we have
your
to make a
action for
move.
the turn. So
Yes,
Dorian
I'll
has
obviously
gone,
yell out to everyone.
and Dorian. What does Dorian scream out?
We've got company. Anostos Stone, they're right up there. They have sights on us. They're about to fire. Everyone take cover.
I'm gonna take a position to take fire. So I'm just gonna move to the east as far as I can, and maybe a little up to give them, so that like
How
hoping
do you
that they
feel about like
escape.
up here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Right. Anastas runs up to the north, where Anastas, you can see that there are two more of them headed down this road in your direction.
I'm going to take the defensive maneuver, giving myself advantage on defense checks.
Got it. So that's Dorian, Anastas. We've got a Lyra and a Stone left.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to move myself right now. Sorry. This direction, do you think I could feasibly get in one move? Given that I am invisible and don't really have to like,
Where do you want to get?
be stealthy about it. Basically, as far as this direction as I can. I kind of want to see what's up with this what looks like a building.
Anastas, you feel Stone rush past you, completely invisible. Stone, when you get up there, can you?
I can't really see anything inside of it.
Yeah, why? Why is that? Give me a second. There's something goofy with the lighting right now, I think.
Well, I
see
could have
now?
moved too as well, right?
Yes, I can see now.
Much better.
You rush into the room and you see that there are two more of these and they are readying shots. They're about to turn around the corner on Anastas. You do have the opportunity to make an action right now if you want.
Oh boy.
Just point them out.
Just what?
I got an idea. That's a wall in front of me, right?
This right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got an idea. I just need to make it to next turn.
I'd really like to not break stealth if I can, but I don't know if I want to just let these guys be.
Oh, would it have been okay for me to make a move as well after I notice them?
You can if you want to. The cart is going to move after everyone else goes. And it's
Is there a way to like feasibly take cover? Otherwise, I was just thinking of like hopping into this.
You
room
could do
and
that.
have it-
You could do that. That'd be great.
Okay.
Or you could take cover like kind of behind the cart with the rest of the forces here.
Sure, that works too.
Ooh, sing your song. Is that gonna give you corruption, Stone? Sorry.
It will, but I mean,
Oh.
I rolled nice and low on the other one, so even if I roll over, it's whatever.
Because we could do the song to give us all a +1.
That is true. I could do that, but then they would turn around and shoot me.
Oh, that would consider being that would kill your.
Well, I guess it says make an attack or take damage. My thought is that I am only invisible, not completely quiet. So if I start singing, they might notice something weird is happening.
Okay.
Likely so. Okay,
So-
Lyra.
You have a plan, though? Is
I
there a
got-
way that I can help assist you in that plan?
I'm sense of a plan. Let's just keep the turn rolling and we'll talk about it
Okay.
after that.
So,
Well,
Carlucci,
when we-
is Lyra going to be doing anything right now?
I don't. I think Lyra's going to. No, not right now. Well, Question:
Mhm.
Could the other thing do something?
What
Not
do
right
you wanna
now,
do?
but in the future.
What do you want to do?
In the future. I'll deal with it later.
Okay.
Lyra is going to wait for now.
In that case, Carlucci, I'm just going to have you tell me what you want the cart and all of the forces to do. You can kind of
Ooh.
just control the allies right now.
Okay. Okay. So what all do we got here? Is everyone behind the cart is what we've got working with, basically?
Yeah.
The cart's right there.
I'm just
The
gonna kind of
cart-
stick behind the cart if it's okay.
Right?
Yeah, the cart's
Doesn't
at a
move.
stop. I think the allies would want to maybe fan out slightly as discreetly as possible.
What is
Taking
how
some cover.
discreet they be in? Not super discreet, these guys.
Not super.
No.
Okay. Maybe instead of fanning out, then maybe encircling the cart, kind of
Sure.
as a defensive maneuver.
Yeah, so they
Sorts.
hearing that there are soldiers, they take defensive position around the cart. This
Yeah.
group kind of goes over there. This group heads off in front. I know I dragged Dorian with, and we'll send Dorian back. And they just sort of fan out up here, keeping their eyes peeled.
Yep,
The cart,
that's
do you want
perfect.
the cart to stay or do you want it to move?
Have it stay for the moment. Yeah, for now, but ready to move as soon as possible.
Talia, pulls out her sword and shield, and she covers Lyra and just whispers, "Stay down." Okay.
Lyra pulls out her stiletto and kind of hunkers in as best as she can, trying to hear and sense as best as she can.
Excellent. Okay, so Anastas, you are taking it's gonna be 5 shots right here. Now these guys are regular soldier types, so I don't have minion stat blocks for them. You will need to make protection checks against all of their attacks. Each of them,
Okay.
it's -5 on each. They're pretty accurate.
Sick. I took. Oh, okay. -3.
-5.
At 5. All right. I've got advantage. Is that favor, or do I just have to roll 10 times?
You're gonna roll 5 times. 5
5
times at
times with
-5.
favor. Then? I took the defensive position.
Oh, okay. So you have favor on these defensive ones then. Okay. Protection 12 is certainly sufficient. I don't think that they can deal more damage than that. They cannot. Are you going to be protect 12 every time?
What? Is that what it's showing?
No, I'm pretty sure it's rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you just rolled
How
the
many-
same twice.
How many times have I rolled so far?
We've got 4. We need 1 more.
4.
One more.
And 14. Okay, so Anastas just bears down.
What happened?
Go ahead.
What happened? I don't know. I can't follow what I actually did.
Okay, so Anastas bears down, and shots are coming from all over the place. You're sort of curled, and all the shots are just deflecting off of your armor. This is Iron Man 1 when he comes out of the cave and everyone shoots and deals no damage.
I imagine I swat a fireball out with my palm. I block another one with the shield. I dodge one. One just bounces off my chest.
Yeah. Fucking incredible. They start shouting in New Loken to one another, and you can hear the footsteps of other soldiers coming in from other parts of the township in your direction. Okay. And that is you guys. What do you want to do?
I would like to go first. I'm going to try to collapse that wall onto those two Indaran that you pointed out.
I mean, I might also feasibly be able to do that. Your strength is higher than mine, but my strength is still 14.
Okay. Do you want? That's what I think we should do. Or my other idea is I try to pick up the wall and use it as a shield for the cart.
Oh my god.
I'm imagining at 17 strength, I must be one of the strongest things that exist.
Yeah.
This is fair. Fair and true. What's the condition of that wall, Pat?
Bad. It looks like it was ready to fall over at any moment anyways.
Cool. Then I don't think that that'll break my unnoticeable also. Because it's not an attack. So, I mean, it's not, right?
It's not an
I
attack.
guess I'm curious.
No,
yeah.
it's not an attack.
I would like to try that,
Okay.
actually.
All right, so you're going to make a strong check. This is going to be at -6. This is you're still
-6.
trying to push down a wall.
That's true. Interesting.
You also need
I
it to
don't wanna
go
try
in the
that
right
right
direction and not do one of those bullshit things where it like collapses like this and half of it comes back onto you.
I think. Do you have advantage on strength rolls? Or some other such nonsense?
You
'Cause
could
maybe
also
you should
both
do
do
it
it
then.
together.
Ooh, that's a
That
fair
would
point.
certainly
Let's do
get
that.
favor.
Let's do that.
I go over to you and we go and like break this one.
And we just
Should I
do it
pick it up
together.
at the field or do I?
I
we
think we
knock it
should
over?
murk. I think we should try to murk some of the soldiers because there's a lot of them and there's more coming.
I imagine.
got-
I imagine how this works is Anastas runs over to Stone. Stone grabs him with all four arms and does like a spinning twirl, and then I just become like an armored cannonball wrapped around my wheel and smack.
Yes, I throw you like an enormous angry discus at that wall. I'm gonna Beyblade you off. In fact, can I Beyblade you off that wall and try to hit that other guy? Come on, Pat. I would give a lot of things to be able to do that.
The first thing that happens is that because I've got a long weapon with my pikeman here, as Anastas goes past, there's a free attack that's happening before Anastas even gets in. So Anastas is going to make another.
Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm all the way over here. I did not know where I was, but we can do that. Yeah.
I thought you were going to knock over this wall with stone.
I am going to knock over this wall. I thought it was the other wall behind. I was looking at a different wall, but yes, yes, okay.
I see.
All right, that's good. I can do that.
Can I Beyblade him off of the? Can I Beyblade it off of the wall?
Am I reading? Okay.
Something's going on. Oh, I critically
failure.
Critical failure. So it's +3 damage. That with protection 11 on this halberd.
I'm rolling really high for my protection, by the way.
It is amazing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, so you're getting
I mean, I could roll a 1 or a 2 and only be protecting like 3.
it's a D10,
So.
a D4, and +1, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, this is what's gonna happen
Still.
there. Okay, what's my polearm mastery? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I cannot deal that damage. I can only get up to 8, even with that additional +3. So it stabs at you and it just completely deflects off of the armor, even though it's a direct hit, and you get into the building where Stone attempts to throw you into this wall.
Yeah.
Okay, Stone, make a strength check. This is gonna be at -6, but you do have favor because Anastas is assisting.
All right. Pray for me.
With a margin
Nice.
of 2. Awesome. So Anastas
Yes, just a margin
collides
of
with
2.
the wall. It knocks over. You hear the screams of these two that are behind the wall as they are crushed beneath it, and Anastas's immense girth. And we even got a little
We
bit
even
of
have an asset
wall.
for this.
Oh, heck yeah. We
amazing.
have an asset.
Okay, great. And let's get some fallen bricks here. Perfect. And let's get rid of that wall. Where is my wall creation? Here we go. Delete and delete, and then those two pyromancers are effectively gone. Awesome.
Oh, sick. All right.
That was cool as hell.
That was sick. Maybe I
Dorian.
should go last then. Let's have the cart move. Or Dorian.
Dorian is going to climb back up into the cart and yell out that we need let's get this thing moving northeast,
Okay.
and kind of point in this direction, and then hold up his hand. And I'm gonna try something. If you're cool with it, what I want to try to do while we're moving, knowing that these guys are all here, kind of taking shots, I would have seen them shooting at Anastas. I want to aim a fireball at the branches of this tree to have it like come raining like cinders and stuff down and explosive bits of branches and stuff, just to like temporarily blind these guys or distract them in such a way that they're like thrown off or something. Otherwise, I'll just hurl a fireball at one of them.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm cool with the first option. So this is a brimstone cascade that you're using?
Yes.
Okay. So make your corruption check for it.
I just take one because I'm adept in Barulo's pyromancy or Barulo's fire.
Got it. Awesome.
So it's just automatically one temporary and then make a regular roll.
Uh-huh.
No modifiers?
No modifiers, because you're going for a tree
I guess
here.
I'm trying to hit a tree.
It's a static thing, so I think that you should just be able to have
Boom.
I hit the tree.
Yeah.
And I'm just
you
trying to
for
cause
sure
as much chaos around them as possible while we ride past.
So, like, burning embers start falling down from the tree, getting into, their eyes. There's an accidental discharge, actually, because, like, one of them, like, gets into the weapon, and there are shouts of panic. These three right here, I'm just gonna say that they will not act this turn. They're just so surprised at what's happening here. Well, let me just...
Can I make one last thing that's just Dorian yelling something out?
Sure.
I want to yell in Indarin, quickly, they're getting away to the west.
Ooh. Okay, sounds good. All right. And Carlucci, what do you want the forces and everybody else to do?
Forces. So cart should just keep pushing ahead, I suppose. Then now,
Okay.
if we're trying to ride past, and the forces are going to try to keep up alongside of it as best as they can. Again, defensively and attacking anything that tries to get close. So yeah, alongside wings, essentially as its wings, pushing ahead.
Okay. You can't see that, but there's a whole bunch of dudes right underneath this tree.
Yeah, I
There's
guess
an
how you move
overlay
them
here.
there.
Yeah.
And no enemies are kind of under there, right?
No.
It's
The
just the
only
guys to the right there.
to
Okay.
the right, exactly.
Thank you.
These two guys over here see that there are the two that are up on these stairs over on this other side, taking cover behind this wall, and they rush up to them and start swinging. The pikemen turn around and defend the blows and are knocking them off, but they are effectively dealt with. They're not going to be attacking this turn, which means I only have this one right here, and okay, what does he do? He rushes up to Anastas here, who's just busted through this wall with stone, and he makes an attack, but I think the only way... What was that?
Never mind. That's not how it works. Yep, go.
He is going to make his attack, so you're going to make your defense check. The only way I think that this actually goes through, I think you'd have to roll like a 1 or a 2 on both of the rolls.
That's going to be 2 attacks?
Just one. Just the one attack.
At -5?
-5. And you succeed. So he rushes up. Anastas rolls out of the way. He sort of slips forward on some of the bricks and the rocks here. You're able to get to your feet after having just been thrown through this wall, and are ready to crush this guy on your next turn. Things are looking up for you guys. When a much more heavily armored knight emerges from around the corner here. This one is like, you can see fire in its eyes behind the full plate mail that it is wearing. It gets in front of the cart, and it is going to erect a flame wall. Directly in front of and consuming the front part of the cart. Okay, so it is possible to pass through the wall with an ordinary movement action, but all who do so suffer 1d12 points of fire damage.
Whoa!
Small
God.
flammable objects such as arrows and bolts are burned to cinder if shot through it. Flame wall sustained until I fail a resolute test. Each turn after the first. Okay, so what I'm going to say is that if you are in the cart, you have an option right now. You can stay where you are and take 1d12 fire damage, or you can try and leap out of the cart before that happens to avoid the damage. But you will then be out of the cart. What does everyone want to do?
I'll leap.
Oh no, it's the cart people.
Okay, Lyra is going to leap. That's going to be a agility. Do we have that? Quick check. A quick check.
Quick check, right? Yeah.
And I'm going to say that this is at disfavor because tough to see a fireball coming when you're blind.
When you're blind. Well, okay, you can feel the heat.
Sure.
Whoa,
Absolutely.
hold on. Talia probably would tell her to jump.
Absolutely,
Right?
I think Talia would
True,
tell her
yeah,
to jump.
this-
And there's still a
Yeah.
disconnect between seeing the fireball and being like, oh shit, we gotta jump, to being like, oh my god, I'm blind and I have to jump out of
I
this
don't know,
moving
man.
cart right now.
Tuck and roll, Lyra.
I don't know. If someone told me,
Tuck
like,
and
said it to
roll,
me that there was a
Lyra.
fireball coming, I would jump.
Okay, Lyra takes 2 fire damage, leaving out of the cart.
Wow, that could have been way worse.
Damage. Where the hell is that?
No, you just took 2, buddy. You don't have to take 6.
What's going on here?
Oh, Squire.
that's Talia. Talia
Talia.
easily makes her way out, actually grabs
Maybe
Constantine and pulls...
Easily to the point that she helps our friend who failed a little bit.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Well-
gotta steer this bitch. Dorian's not quick. He's gonna fucking eat this.
Constantine can stay in with if the Talia can grab Lyra to get her. Well, you only took 2 damage though, right?
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah, Talia can take Constantine.
Was that the?
Send it in the pit wall, buddy.
Send it
Yeah,
into
I'm
the
sending
pit
it straight
wall.
right into the pit wall.
Dorian takes
Ooh.
9 points of fire damage. Yikes.
Cut in half. Cut in half.
Cut in half.
That's true.
Because of my new ability. So
Oh,
is that
that's
4 or
right.
5?
4? We saying 4? Or we saying 5?
We're gonna round down. We're gonna go to 4.
Woofed.
And if I didn't heal myself earlier, I would be dead right now.
Jesus.
Okay, let's see what I got for fire that I can do here. Yeah,
I have a really crazy plan.
Well, my plan's gonna kill this guy in front of me.
Yeah. My crazy plan is to walk up behind the guy that just cast that firewall and see if I can push him into the firewall.
Okay. So that is him. Do I have anyone else here? Let's just see. Okay. These guys take shots at your forces here that are underneath the trees. How's
Trees
that?
on fire?
Okay, so a huge volley of shots from these 3 over here into your Najit Knights over here. They take some wounds, but not a huge amount of them. And then over on the other side, these are counterattacking. Nothing happens there. And one of the Najit rushes up, grabs the pikeman from off of the wall, pulls him off and down, and then stabs straight into his chest. One of these is gone. Okay.
Dicey Mike, let's go.
Dicey fucking might.
Represent.
I will also say that with this newest Foundry upgrade, it asks me if I'm sure that I want to delete a character that is in the initiative order, and I appreciate that. Okay.
That's great.
So we're back to the top. It's you guys cleaning
hold
up
on.
on these Indaran soldiers.
That's cool if I go.
Well,
To take
I'm
the
gonna
ball.
ask you if you might want to just like leave that little guy, go kill that big guy. He's kind of scary. I can deal with this guy.
You want to swap?
I think that it'd probably be better. I don't think that I'm like,
Okay.
come on, he's armored. and,
I will
you know.
do that. I'll break away and attack the knights.
Well, what I was thinking was I might actually try to grapple the guy in front of you.
Oh, do that first so I don't take an attack on the way there.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm gonna invisibly manhandle this poor guy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try that first.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Who wants to go first?
No, it's
I tried to
Stone.
invisibly manhandle this guy.
Okay, sounds good.
So he sneaks up on him and grabs him.
So my quick is 13, so that's -3 for whatever you're going to try and manhandle me with.
Does he get any bonus for being invisible on the
I would
okay.
give you favor on that.
Cool. I'll probably use my strong.
That probably makes sense.
Huh.
Let's go.
Oh, let's
Let's
go.
fucking go.
Yeah,
let's
let's
fucking go.
go.
Okay, so you're grabbing him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick him up.
You're just gonna pick. Just pick. Your
just
your
gonna
goal is to
pick him up.
restrain him, to like make sure that
Yes,
he
my
can't
goal is
attack
to
or anything
restrain
like that.
him.
Okay, yeah. So
Correct, yes.
you reach around. How do you pick him up? Is it a big bear hug? Is this just a like pull him up and look at him? What's going on here?
Oh, no, it's like so it's from behind, right? So
Mhm.
like I'm just kind of wrapping two arms like probably around his like midsection under his armpits, and then another like the other pair kind of comes up and over and locks his arms into place and kind of, you know, basically become a set of manacles for this being with four limbs.
Sounds good. He is completely restrained. You have him locked down, but you are occupying all of your limbs right now to do it. And he is
Yes.
squirrely and writhing around. In order for
Most
you to be able to interact with anything else, you will have to drop him.
Got it. I have
Okay.
another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Well, I'll ask you on my next turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna smash this guy.
Okay.
This is such a
Sounds
bad
good.
plan.
If there's no arguments, because there is sort of we are past the point of stealth and everyone knows what's happening, I'm just gonna get rid of this.
Yes.
So now
thank
y'all
you.
can see everything. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Ready? Okay, so and actually you did you do oh, you didn't do a minus anything. Okay, so it was going to be a -1, but that's still absolutely going to be a hit here. And he protects against 6 of it. What is he got on him? Oh, he's just got this big fucking armor. Okay, so this black pyromancer's armor, you swing Purity Seed down on it, and he tanks a huge amount of the blow. He does take damage, but it is minimal. And he swings around at you, and as soon as you hit him, he unleashes a volley of fire at you. That fire deals 5 damage, ignoring armor.
Sick. We gotta either kill him or get out of here.
But he does have to pass a resolute check to make that to keep that fire happening, which he does. Okay. So
Did
the
he
I
fire
took how
roll
much?
is still 5.
I took 5. Okay.
Did the guy take any damage this turn?
4.
Yeah.
So he would also have to make a resolute check at that point.
Yeah,
I
he did.
believe.
He did.
Oh, he
That's
did
what-
already.
That's what he
saying.
just rolled for.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, to maintain an effect, I think you also have to do one at the end of their turn, don't they?
Yes, but he has not taken his turn yet.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
So, Dorian flying through this fucking firewall on the cart.
So the cart is continuing to roll forward?
Well, I figured that was the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He, like,
okay,
leapt-
great.
It didn't just stop there.
The
That's
Najit
great.
cart, the sentient Najit cart, having just
Oh my
been
God.
erupted in flame, starts panicking and barreling forward directly for Anastas. It cannot see because the flame wall that's in its place. It is going to drag you through the flame wall in the process unless you leap off of the cart.
Well, you took
Wow.
the damage from. I thought that was the damage.
I thought that was the damage I took, and we were still like continuing to move. I misunderstood how this whole. I didn't understand how the cart was reacting to.
The cart.
This
So you
firewall.
now
I thought
see
we were
that the
just
cart
continuing
is going to go directly through the firewall. You took damage from the initial explosion as it kind of like came into existence, but it's about to drag you through it again. Do you, Dorian, want to roll off the back of the cart as that happens, or do you want to go through the fire again?
No, I don't want to go through the fucking fire again.
Okay.
I'll get off the cart, and I will
Not
I
happy.
hurl my own fireball at the pyromancer.
Okay, sounds good. Anastas, can you make a quick check for me? This is gonna be at just flat.
The idea to
Uh,
roll on
It's
the
it's
cart.
-1 for the modifier to hit him.
Yes, correct.
Patrick.
6 points of damage that also ignores armor.
Okay. But I am a pyromancer, and do I have any fire resistance? I do not have the fire resistance. Okay, sounds good. So you burn through his armor. He cries out in pain as you can see that he's overheating inside this big hot armor. Okay. Anastas.
Patrick.
Yeah, you had a question.
You wanted me to do a quick check. Is
Uh-huh.
this the dodge?
This is dodging out of the way of the cart. Yes.
I instead catch the cart and throw it at the knight.
Strong check. And we're going to have this be modified by his quick, which is a -1, but a result margin of 10 is fucking incredible. How much damage do we think that this rolling cart deals? I'm thinking in the D6 area, right?
Yeah, I mainly don't even need it to do damage. I just needed to knock this guy off balance or like hit him in some way.
Yeah. Okay. So he well, let's and you got a 10. Okay. Yeah, great. So he knocks to the ground as this cart collides with him and he's thrown backwards. He's going to try and make his resolute check again to keep concentration on that firewall. And he does. He manages to hold on for another turn, but he is let's get this thing turned a little bit. Awesome. Okay, and let's make him okay. Is that everyone?
Is that 2 more checks for him for resolute for keeping up the firewall?
I mean, he made one when he just got hit, and I just succeeded. And then
And
on his turn, he will be making another one.
But he also got hit by Brimstone Cascade and then also the cart.
Sure did.
That
So
is-
one more.
Damn. Oh, that's not.
Yes.
Oh,
And he fails that last one, and so as the cart collides with him, knocking him to the ground, the firewall disappears.
Nice.
Hell yes.
I also
Okay.
just want to note, I love that Puridecia, basically a massive cartwheel, does 2d10, and the cart itself deals d6. I know why. It's just funny.
It's a magic cartwheel, okay?
I still technically need to go, I believe.
Yeah, sure.
Unless it's still that
Yeah,
same turn.
rocket.
But I don't-
Let's run.
Yeah, Lyra
I have
is
something
going
that may help that plan.
try to find Talia to. Lyra's gonna try to find Talia first.
Talia rushes up and gets an arm underneath Lyra, sword out in the other hand, like holding you with the shield, so that it's like protecting your back and covering you. Where do you want to go?
They're gonna head back. They're gonna, I guess, follow the cart and and towards Anastas.
Do you want to get back onto the cart?
Not right now, but
Okay. So they're just going to kind of duck and cover behind the
duck
cart
cover
here,
towards
taking
the,
cover.
yeah.
We'll
In
call
the
that
end,
a full defense action, so you have the
And then other allies attacking whatever is nearby them that they can hit.
Okay, so these Najit. Oh, and I found Dorian.
Here I am.
Constantine follows as
Also
well.
diving for the cart.
These Najit come up and surround the Indara over here that are like batting away the flames from this tree that's falling down on them. and manage to take out one of them. Okay, great. And these over here, oh, we've got another 3, no 6s, okay. These 4 are going to rush up beside you all to clear the way over here. Dorian, have you gone yet this turn? You did, because you fired a big shot at the knight. So that is all of you guys. Those 2 fire shots into the Najit, but is not sufficient. That guy up there is surrounded and is actually going to just try and escape out this way, fleeing the best that he can. This one in Stone's arms is completely locked down. These 3 take shots at those Najit up there. Nothing doing on that, but they go to take cover behind. Well, actually, they're gonna continue to sort of back up behind this rubble and tree. What time are we at? Okay. You guys kind of have this right now. It is your turn. Let's fucking go.
I think Nassas wants to race east with as many people as he can.
Okay, so
I
you
agree.
kind of have 2. East is leading you through this building that Stone is in right now. You can follow the road kind of north and then hope to cut east at the top, or you can try and cut through this sort of square here where the thick of combat is right now.
Let's go.
I say
Let's
we go
go north. Yeah, I'm gonna head northeast,
Okay,
North and
like
east.
as far as I can get up. Maybe to this juncture here. I don't know if I can click. Like
you
you
can
guys. Oh, there we go.
certainly get there. And as you're walking over this broken wall, and the various debris over here, you see that this path is completely blocked. There's no way that you're getting the cart through there, but you might be able to get it through this building and up here to the north. It is going to take a while to get the cart over this wall, because it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you're at. Do you want to move more, or do you want to take an action? There is still the knight over here. He is still up, or rather, he's still
Question.
alive, but he's not
Question.
standing.
How big are the trees, and could we feasibly fell the trees?
It's not just the trees. I don't know if you can see it, but there is like a
Oh, no, I see that wall.
chimney that's falling
I'm not
down.
talking about that one. I'm talking about this one.
Yeah, that trunk is probably like 2-foot diameter.
Oh, it'll take a minute.
Yeah, it's not just an
With a-
immediate.
With a giant raging skeleton barbarian?
You could try it.
With a blunt object against a tree.
There's sharp objects in the inventory, I'm sure.
Use fuel sail on a tree.
I mean, it's a big fire sword.
Yeah, it's a big fire sword.
It is a big
I get if that. I think we should just go north. I think we should just head up through the building here. The problem is the difficult terrain on the. But I don't think there's anything I can say.
we could just skip all of that by cutting down one tree.
Which tree?
This tree.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. I take the big fucking fire sword and on the tree.
Hold on. Before we actually do that, DM, do we have a feasible path through there that isn't through difficult terrain?
I mean, this is the difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
So, can we like feasibly get through these ruins where he is, so we can get up through here without it being
We have
difficult?
to knock down more walls, and we end up at more or less the same place where we just need to knock something over to get where we need to go.
Okay, so you're saying
I don't think chopping down the tree is gonna actually help anything.
You don't think so? Why?
It's just a tree. Like is it a giant bush, or is it like
then
a
why
tree?
can't we just go that way? What my question is, what's blocking us from going that way in that case? Why would we not go that way?
There's also a
thick-
half wall underneath it too. That's like the other half of this. Like it's there's
Oh,
crap in
but
there. There's crap.
There's crap. I was trying to avoid
Alright.
fighting it.
Now, recall though that the cart is walking. The cart can walk and
Yeah.
climb over stuff to a limited extent. It's just going to take a while.
Well, let's
Well,
get
then, yeah,
that process started.
Okay.
Yeah,
Throw
let's
that
just
stone away
gotta
and
start
let's
going north, right?
Who's controlling the cart right now?
Lucci.
I think it's technically me.
There's no one in
Talon,
the
go back
cart
to where
to
you were
guide
standing
it.
previously, please. I have plans for you, and I need you to be in range.
Me?
Who?
Yes.
All right. I won't go yet. I will return to where I was. Someone else make a decision, and let's move forward.
So we are just
Okay.
trying to. Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Actually, I mean, you can go. Talon, you're fine to go.
Well,
My
I'll go where
silly
we-
plan is silly.
I need the cart to make a decision.
Cart's gonna go. Fuck it, cart can climb. Cart's gonna climb. We're gonna push through.
Okay.
Cart's gonna.
Who is
go.
going to get into the cart to guide it to where it wants to go?
I mean, Talia and Lyra are right there, so they should take the reins.
Okay, great. So the cart is like this right now. What happens is that Talia and Lyra, not Dorian, I'll move Dorian in a second. Come on. And Constantine get up into the cart as this knight rises up from the other side of it, and swings with his bastard sword into Talia. Talia makes her quick. Come on, defend. Defend. And this is at -5, I think. Let's double check that. Yeah, -5. This knight takes a huge chunk out of Talia, cuts in through the armor, gets her in the arm. She cries out in pain, is sort of knocked over just as the cart takes off and starts heading down the road. Okay, so she's got chainmail, and I deal 4. So she's at 9. Great. Awesome. Cool. And then the cart is going to turn and move and head this way, and Anastas, now it's not charging, so Anastas can just easily step aside. It gets up to this these rocks, and it starts slowly trying to make its way over them. Okay. Who's next?
I would
How
like
is-
to
How is
step
this guy
out.
looking? Oh,
That
sorry,
guy,
go ahead.
as he rises to his feet, is like shouting orders to everyone around. And while he like gets up with a little bit of a limp, and it's difficult for him to stand, he does stand, and he is ready to fight.
So
Go ahead, Stone.
I would like to step out slightly,
Okay.
perhaps to about here, and I
Okay.
would like to throw the man that I am holding at
Okay.
the knight.
Okay. Sounds good. So why don't you make a strength check with disfavor, because this guy is resisting you, and
Fair enough.
-1 as he tries to dodge out of the way.
Ooh.
You got this.
Okay.
If you
All right.
succeed, you will hit both of them, and they will be either knocked prone, or you can deal 1d6 damage. If you succeed by 5, okay, you failed by 5. So, as you try and throw this guy, he kicks you in the face, and you drop him. He lands prone on the ground next to you, but no longer grappled by you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna walk away from him as
Okay.
far as I can.
Yeah, which direction?
To the north.
To the north. Okay, so you sort of
Yep.
step over this wall past the cart,
Yep.
And get up to here and see that situation that I described earlier.
Understood.
Okay. We got a Dorian who hasn't gone.
Yeah, Dorian, hearing him yell out commands, is going to try and cut him off with screams of pain by hitting him with some more fire.
Yeah.
That's -1.
Correct.
Oh, god damn it. Just one.
So, you, and what's your margin of success? Okay, 4. So you go up, you throw the brimstone cascade at him, and he actually grabs part of it out of midair and redirects it around. He takes the damage, but it is minimal.
And then I'm gonna run over here and get into the cart.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Awesome. Anastas. you're the only one.
Anastas!
Yeah, as the cart clambers. Oh, dude, this is not good. I really should not be fighting this guy.
He's rough.
I only have 6. I can't take the damage. Especially if he hits me with a sword, that's one thing. But if he hits me with the fire, that's not good.
Get creative. Anything to stall him. Even if it's not.
I mean,
I'm
I tried
directing
to throw a
those.
guy at him. You
I
could
am
go
going
pick that guy
to-
up and throw him.
I'm going to direct those knights that are there to give up their lives to stop that knight.
These ones
That
that are
is-
following the cart right here.
Yeah, all available. All knight soldiers, swarm that knight.
Make a is it presence? Persuasive.
Yes.
Fuck yes. Yeah, the knights that these ones over here were rushing after this one, they stop, hearing you turn around, they clamber over the wall. These guys down here are occupied. They're getting shot at from behind and fighting these guys in front. But these 6 move into position, and they are going to surround this knight. Yeah, and you know what? That happens immediately. So they get around. The ones that were closest get to make attacks in... what is their attack profile like? Okay, they got a 6. They got two-handed... Okay, so that's what's giving them the 6. Okay. So he... Ooh, okay. We're going to have to roll for their damages, certainly. All right.
As a mob? Test out those new mob rules?
I should have done mob rules for these guys, and I did not. Well, let me just do the math real quick. Okay, 1, 2. So we'll call that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14. Okay. Yeah. So basically, if I'm going to have him roll the quick check modified by their -5. He protects against a bunch of the damage, but they come in, they're swinging, they're stabbing through, they're knocking him down. He's unleashing a torrent of flames against them that cuts right through their armor, and all of them are, starting on fire. They do not scream. They do not react to the fire in any way, but you can see that the armor on that rusted red armor is beginning to glow. as his fire lashes out at them. Fucking awesome. Okay, so
It's like the most metal thing ever.
Dorian and Perfect and Darren, run! Run! There's too many! Flee!
Okay. Then let's figure out what happens in this combat over here. I got 1, 2, 3 against 2. Okay, and all right, one of these is gone. Counterattack happens. I got 4 of them. One of the Najit Knights goes down. Okay. So the Najit Knights are surrounding these two over here. They are holding their own. Shots are coming from behind them. One of them gets a huge hole blown in his back from the back shot that he takes, and he falls onto the ground, twitching as his bones and armor are falling apart around him, and Stone. Give me
Hello.
a second.
Gonna need you to pull the cart, buddy.
Gonna need you to pull the cart.
I mean, there is that. I
That
could
was
do
cool.
that. I was going to try to clear debris, but that would also work.
Oh, that's not what I'm
Also, this thing has legs, right? Not wheels.
looking for. This thing has legs, but not wheels.
I don't know if me pulling this thing is going to help us much.
It was a joke.
Don, you
No,
hear
I was considering this.
the beating of wings.
Oh,
A
no.
growling
We gotta go.
caw from above.
For fuck's sake.
And then a thud as a
Oh, no.
glowing red creature, wreathed in flame, wielding a sword, a flail, a whip, and an axe, all at one time, lands before you. Venici the Sincere looks directly into your eyes. Race
She
traitor.
can't see me. How could she see me? I'm invisible.
Indeed, she can. She looks directly
Oh, boy.
into your soul.
Man, that's some bullshit. Some god bullshit.
Um,
Race trader.
she said, yeah, she calls you race traitor, exiled, stand aside.
Interesting. To look at you with all of my eyes is very strange.
How does Stone feel coming face to face with this being?
Well, I think that there's sort of two parts of him right now, right? Like there is the Corrovid Hadra part that is like probably mixed parts like reeling in terror, feeling slight deference for, whatever reason, right? And then the other part of his brain is focused on basically trying to understand her more deeply with as much of his like sight as he can.
Okay. She steps towards you. Do you step aside?
Stone will not step aside. Stone will stand there. And he'll keep looking at her with all of his eyes. And then as she gets closer, he'll say, I will admit, you get a bit bright.
Then it is fortunate that this will be the last time you have to behold me. You are going to make 4 defense checks right now.
Oh, I am so dead. All right. 4, you say?
4.
All right. How do I work this shit? Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 4 und 5.
Okay. Give me just a second. She's got a lot of abilities.
No kidding. Could it just be easily said that Stone takes a dirt nap?
Great. Okay. So she swings at you with the whip. It wraps around you. You protect against all of the damage, but she pulls you forward towards you, slashing up with the sword as she does. You duck underneath the sword, but then get clobbered with an axe directly to the face. You take 6 damage from that axe attack as she knocks you backwards. She swings down with the flail, hits you in the back. You take another 2 from that as she kicks you forward. Where does that
So
put
a
you?
total of 8.
A total of 8.
Cool. I'm at 3.
Okay, you are still alive. And she cries, "Do you remember what I told you when your filth soiled my path last?" What was that, Don?
I honestly have no idea.
Is that what
As a
Stone
player.
says?
No, that's
I
not what
honestly
Stone
do
said.
not know at all.
Who are you?
Stone's like, bro, I've been watching cable for the last 4 hours. Like, no, I simply do not remember and
Okay.
would not know how to respond.
Got it. Were it that I had killed you then and prevented your defilement of my siblings' grave and forestalled their perversion. Do you recall the words? No, then let me remind you of them. You, in your mind's eye, recall her saying, the next time that we meet, there will be death. Words that
yes.
settled into your soul with finality, because, again, the things that she says seem to come true.
Fair enough. That is very fair.
That is where we are at. Your guys' turn. What do you want to do?
Okay. Come save my life.
I'm gonna do something dumb.
That sounds like a great idea.
Anastas is going, seeing the antithesis of my being. Land an axe strike on my boy here. I am going to spend an essence. I am going to invoke the Omen Righteous Fury, and I want to shoulder check Venice so hard she gets tossed off her feet and we can run.
Okay. So,
Is she corporeal enough to be struck?
she is corporeal enough to be struck. Certainly so. Because this is another being that also has essence, I want you to make a resolute check against her to do that. You will not expend the essence if you do not win this battle of resolution.
Okay.
It's at a -4. But since you're the one who's initiating here, you can have favor. She's not expecting that there's going to be somebody trying to use essence against her right now.
It's -4. I have favor.
Oh.
With a result margin of nothing. Okay, Anastas comes out of nowhere, shoulder checks Venice into the wall. She shrieks, and wheels around, flaps those great wings, and to try and right herself and get on top of this wall. But it offers the rest of you an opening. What does everyone else want to do?
Oh, you fools!
Let's go
Get
move.
this cart fucking moving.
Cart's moving.
Whatever I can do to help clear the path, or
The cart is slowly ambling its way up this like slope over these rocks. It's slipping with all four of you on it. It is just not moving very quickly, but it is getting there. You're getting jostled around in the back of it. Dorian, you still have an action, as does Lyra, as does Stone.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do for mine. He is going to say to Venice as she's been shoulder checked by my mate. He's just gonna look at her and kind of just say, mostly almost to himself, but just say, "It has been interesting to know a being who only fears peace." And then he is going to start pushing that cart as fast as his little arms can make it move.
Okay, make me that there strong check. And I think this is just gonna be flat. I don't think that we gotta.
Damn it.
Okay,
Damn and blazed.
you're
I am a
getting-
little head hurt.
You're getting up behind it and pushing it. The back legs of the cart are like off the ground and not able to push because you're
God
lifting
damn
it up
it.
too far. It's
Son of
like
a
getting
bitch.
cockeyed up in the front. It like drops down. It's dragging
Not
the
good at
like
this
front
strong
shoulder in
thing.
the wall. And it is not moving anywhere. But it looks like if somebody got out in front and pulled, you could balance it out and get through. You just need a little bit of help.
Dorian will do that.
Dorian
forward.
leaps out of the cart. Come on!
Do whatever it takes. He's going to grab this spear that he's had since the beginning of the game and essentially weave it between the two front parts of the cart, especially from where it's not finding purchase where it needs to, and he's going to analyze all the different angles around him for where these feet are trying to land and twist that spear as a levered fulcrum to guide it to where it needs to go.
Make a strong check with favor.
Okay. Yes!
Nice.
Dorian pulls with all of his might, directs the cart up and through, and it gets up into this building. If you can survive for one more turn, you are going to be off to the races here. Okay. The issue that you still have, though, is that there is still a Venice.
Lyra still has an action.
Lyra still has an action.
Yeah, what the fuck could she even do against that
I
at
don't
the
know,
moment?
but you got one. You got. Think
We
of
don't have
something,
anything
blind
in her
woman.
gear, Patrick. Is there anything that she might have that be
You got
usable?
a rock.
She's kind of a
Flashbangs.
thief.
Smoke
See,
bombs.
that's what I'm thinking. Flashbang, smoke bomb, bomb.
She
What
does
does she
not have anything with her. The circumstances of her getting from where she was to where she is right now have meant that equipment wasn't really happening. I do think that you have something you could do, though.
Are you talking about a certain?
Dude, show off your thing.
Just use the damn ability.
Show us your cool new thing.
That's gonna help exactly necessarily, but I'm trying to look at an omen.
I mean, I think that dealing strong damage to her is not the worst thing I've ever heard.
It deals strong damage? What the
I
fuck?
mean, yeah, I
You've been
suppose
holding out on us this whole time.
it's gotta get over there,
You
right?
gotta get over there, and
Well-
you gotta make an attack at disadvantage against her -5.
Are you saying Omen and then use the touch ability? Because that's kind of where my mind is at.
That, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can do that.
Fuck it, it's going to happen. We're gonna use an Omen. It.
Are you gonna use an omen for an automatic success?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you can just
suppose.
attempt the new, or you can just test out the new ability as written.
Well, I need
I
to get
mean-
over there is the thing. That's the hard part. Currently tied up at the moment, and a little far away. But if I use Summon, I think I can do it. So I think I'm gonna do it. Use one of my omens emerge from the darkness.
Ooh.
Oh God.
From one of the shadows. So Lyra almost feels a light weight lifted somehow. Very subtle, barely noticeable. And from the shadows next to Venice, the group, who's ever kind of looking, can sort of see a shadowy creature, the head of with the head that in the shape of a stag's skull, not towering over her, but rising from that darkness, and reaches out, simply touches her.
Roll your damage.
So this is how am I doing? This is the first time doing it. Sorry.
It's just D6. It's a D6
Just
damage.
rolling her a d6. Okay.
5 is great.
Venice, you can see her strength draining out of her as this creature reaches out and touches her shoulder from the shadows.
That might-
Her eyes are wide. She had no idea what she was rolling up on right now. You have completely blindsided her. Who has not yet gone?
Technically Lyra, but she is gonna hold.
I mean, Lyra is occupying the same space as. Okay, well.
The NPCs. guess.
NPCs. Yeah, let's see how this fight down here is going. So we're making, I said, quick checks for this guy. Okay. The Najit Knights gang up and cut this knight down, knocking the head off. They rip him to pieces. Over here, these Najit Knights swing on that last remaining. This one is ripped asunder. One of them grabs one arm, the other grabs the other. They're doing fucking Anastas, hyper violence, but as a group. These guys
keep
move
these guys?
up here, and they swing on that pikeman there. And then these ones move up and take shots. And one more of the Najit goes down. I mean, any of them that can survive this combat are coming with you guys, so...
Oh,
That's rad as hell.
keep going, buddies.
And that is that. Venice, because you used the omen and the situation that's happening, she is recovering this turn. But she will be, well... You know what? Fuck it. She's got her own essence that she can use. So she stands up, full height from the ground. Let's get a... No, that's not what I want. I want... She stands to full height and lets out a cry. Everybody that can hear this cry is going to make a resolute check. That resolute check is going to be at -4. If you fail this resolute check, you are going to spend all of your actions fleeing. You can do nothing else. If you cannot flee, you will cower in place.
Which sheet am I
I
using?
succeeded with a result margin of 12.
Use Lyra's. You're in Lyra's body right now.
Okay. Still okay. You said which one? Resolute?
Yeah. Okay.
She's struggling today.
Everyone on the cart, Anastas, Dorian, Lyra, Talia, Constantine, you start quaking in terror. Stone.
Yeah.
How do you respond to this terrifying visage of the god of war before you?
So all of the eyes focus on Venetia and they start shaking a little bit, but Stone himself is still standing, just kind of like looking at her and watching her. And like his fists all clench very much when that scream goes out, most especially. But all of his attention is on her.
The wailing, piercing screech calms down. Everyone else is running. The cart, everyone in it, and Anastas fleeing down the road, north and to the west, away from the sound of battle. But Stone remains firm. Now, Stone, you have a decision to make here.
I do.
What are you
I
going
only
to do
have
with
3
your turn?
HP. That's the only issue, is that I have 3 HP and no way to live through this otherwise. Oh boy, oh boy. She moved, which ruined my actual plan. I was gonna try to knock that wall down on her. I mean, if we're all fleeing, we can all flee. But she will chase us.
She will.
I mean, I don't know if I want to go give a god a hug, but I kind of want to go give a god a hug. Like, it means that I will die. Do I want to die, you guys? I don't know if I do.
No, not yet. It's episode 1.
It is episode 1, but she did say that there would be death when next we met. Oh, I only have 3 HP. Okay. No, okay, here's what we're gonna do.
She wasn't wrong. There has been a lot of death here.
I was gonna say other people have died.
I mean, feasibly, I could heal myself and try to continue to fight. I do not have high hopes for my ability to survive that battle. That is kind of my conundrum.
Sing us a song.
What do you want to do, my friend? It's you.
Oh, God. Don't like being in these situations. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I can give us a bonus to quick, strong, and accurate. Or not, no, that's either quick, strong, or accurate. So I can give us extra quick. if that would be what we needed to get away.
Don't you have it? Give it all of it.
No, I don't think I upgraded it. No. That is one of the things that I wanted to train. Because I would also like for it to be all of them. So that is an option. But again, I don't know if that is a sufficient option.
Brother, you got to do it. You got to do something.
All right, I will do that. We'll sing that song. I will
So-
take some.
In the face of the reckless hate of Vinici the Sincere, Stone begins to sing.
Yes, he does.
What is the sound? What kind of song is this?
Oh, only one. Well, so it's Tiverial. So it would be, as we now know Tiverial to be very like kind of precise, like analytical, almost like drill, or like what we would consider like kind of computer music almost.
Okay.
And
Chiptune.
but yeah, chiptuney. I've become a Vocaloid. But no, like simpler than that. Like just very simple, short tones, sometimes longer tones, and it weaves together a pattern that, as you listen to it, seems to be able to be applied to most anything that you could want it to be in that moment. It sort of like orders your mind in a way.
Yes. As you are singing, the speed of your companions increases as they make their hasty escape. Vinici says, "Do you think that song is going to save you?" And behind her, you see something strange, something appear out of the shadows and the darkness. It is a being that is wearing a black cloak. Its head is sort of a monstrous, tentacled and tentacly, but also like alien type of head, something you've never seen before in your life. But then you notice the huge toothy maw that is like hidden by the robes and underneath this head of tentacles. The words are in a language that you do not understand. It is full of clicks and garbled noises your mouth could never produce. But a meaning to it settles into your mind unbidden. Vinici, sister, you have violated our oath and the will of the council. Thus you are sentenced, and your punishment is death.
What?
Vinici
What?
turns around, away from you, her prey, towards this newcomer. Be not, brother, I took you for much less than the fool than this. Leave, ere I am compelled to smite you in ruin upon these profane streets. Keynott says nothing, only stands and stares. But again, the meaning becomes clear. The sentence has been issued. The punishment must be carried out. Like a spear, Vinici lashes out, but Keynott turns the blow away with a speed and a precision you can hardly comprehend. It lets out a baleful howl, and its jaw like a snake unhinges, revealing that maw filled with layers upon layers of fangs. Stone, you turn to join your companions as the sounds of the battle between two Aoka ring out over the streets of Karshtop, giving you time
As
to make
Stone
your escape.
runs away, I would like to say, as Stone runs away, under his breath, in response to Vinici's question to whether or not he thought singing a song would save our lives,
Mhm.
he just says very quietly, I don't know if any of us can be saved anymore.
And that is where we are going to end today's session. Thank you guys so much for playing. And everyone watching this online, hope to see you next time.